Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
She decided she wanted to go to the bar first, go have fun, meet some guys, and honestly, I think she was
You
just more
guys
jealous
did it
that
too.
Dina was getting more attention and more action than
Jealous
she
of
was.
Wait.
what? Of Bleach Blonde? I'm not jealous of her.
Stop.
Wait,
stop.
don't snap on the blonde.
Okay, hey.
Don't snap on the blonde.
Eyes on judge. The whole purpose behind law is to right wrong. I want justice to be something that isn't this foreign concept.
Justice knows no boundaries. The truth will be heard. Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Dina Plimpton is suing Suzanne Carlton in the amount of $890 for vacation expenses Ms. Plimpton says Ms. Carlton agreed to cover but did not.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Dina Plimpton, you're suing Suzanne Carlton for $890 based on vacation expenses that you feel as though you should be reimbursed for, correct?
Yes.
Prove your case.
Every year, I plan a Caribbean vacation, usually for the 6 of us girlfriends, but 3 of us have moved on to marriage and no longer single. So the 3 single girls, we went on this
You guys are still hanging in the
Yeah,
Caribbean,
we're still there. For the most part.
Oh, and this is one of the friends
Yeah,
as well?
this is Kendra.
Come on up.
She was.
And this is who?
This is Kendra.
All right.
Kendra Martin, Your Honor.
Miss Martin. So it was you, Miss Plimpton, and Miss Carlton. The 3 of you are friends.
Uh-huh.
And how long were you all going to be in the Caribbean?
For a week.
For a week.
Yes. We stayed at
And
a
Miss
resort.
Carlton, was that the plan? Is this something that you all have been doing regularly?
Yes, it is. We do go on a trip every year regularly. And it's the 3 of us girls, we get together and we have fun. But for this year,
Well, before there were other girls, but this year it's just the single girls left.
that is correct.
Did you all always stay at the same place? Because I know sometimes people get a condo, or did you go to different locations?
It's usually the same resort.
Okay, so you go to the same resort.
It's basically the same format for the vacation.
Which
every
is?
single.
What's the format?
Okay, well the format is that I front the bill as far as like the rooms and the amenities and all that, everything that goes on as far as cost.
Ms.
I
Martin, is
front
that
it.
correct? You're nodding your
Yes,
head.
correct. I front the bill, and then.
And how long have you all been doing this?
For about 3 or 4 years.
All right, so every year for the last 3 to 4 years, Ms. Martin, let me ask you, and is it the same that Ms. Plimpton is the one who initially pays up front?
Every year, 3 years.
And then how do you reimburse her? How does that work out?
At the end of the trip, we tally up the bill and we split it into, how many ever people go on the trip. It's always
So
agreed
before
upon.
you had split it in 6 different
6
ways.
ways.
And Ms. Carlton, were you also part of the divvying up the costs?
Well, in the past, we had done it that way. But this year, because I have my hours cut short at work, I told them that I am only going to pay for what I use. I'm not going to split it evenly with them.
We didn't know this. I didn't know this.
You
She
didn't-
didn't let me know.
She didn't tell you beforehand?
No, she
Yes,
did
I
not.
did.
No,
I
she
told
did
you.
not.
Okay. I
No,
told
she
you.
did
How
not.
long have you all been friends?
About 10 years.
All right. Now, did she talk to you about her hours being cut?
She brought it up in the past,
Miss
but
Martin, you shook your head no.
I mean, she said she was having some financial difficulties. She didn't really specify.
Yeah.
But then, she went out and treated us to horseback riding and 2 dinners.
That was not
yeah.
treated.
Her
That was to cover
actions
for my
were speaking louder than her words, because she was over there, doing those things. She was acting like she had money. She was spending money on horseback riding and all those things, and she was saying,
Well, wait, I thought you all were splitting the costs.
well, that's the agreement, but those things are extra. The things that she was fronting the bill on were extra.
These are all
I
outside of the
paid
resort.
for that to
Outside.
cover my portion because
you
when you
did
guys
not
were
tell
eating
us that.
lobster and steak, I only had salad.
Yeah, but you were
but
eating
I'm
salad
trying
to
to
save
say-
money. But did you tell us that you were eating salad to save
Yes,
money?
I did.
No,
You
you
guys
didn't,
told me
dear. Or
that.
else we
I
wouldn't
told
have
you
this
that.
conversation
you
if
also
we were
could
doing
say
those
Then
things.
why would I
We
treat
wouldn't be
you to
having that
horseback
conversation.
riding and to 2
No,
dinners
no, no.
off
If you
of the
could do
resort?
horseback riding, but you
2
could
dinners?
eat salad to save money.
Listen, I paid for 2 dinners that were off the resort.
Okay, those 2 dinners
I was actually
are
thinking,
extra.
Deputy Thomas, that the Caribbean is actually not a bad place. But
Hawaii,
after
I hear, is
I've
very
seen
nice.
this, I think I may want to go to Hawaii instead.
Yeah,
What do you
I
think?
think so.
Your Honor, I have my.
You know why I
credit
let you all
card.
do that? Because any time in Boss Ross's room, people talk back and forth. That doesn't work for me. I wanted to see the dynamic. Because this is what really went on in the Caribbean, right?
At the end,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, she was having a fun time. She was drinking, with her meals, drinking by the pool, just drinking.
Yep,
And
having
getting
a
them
good
massage.
time.
Okay,
You
well-
had a better time than I did.
Were you drinking any less, Miss Martin?
No.
Oh no, we was getting it in.
We were drinking and eating and
That's why the Caribbean is there, huh?
Yeah, we were
Okay.
getting it in.
So,
And, you know,
what stop. Okay, because now you all are making my head hurt because there's a lot going on here. Every year you all do it the same way. Yes. And you have taken your portion, whether it was 6 women or 4 or 3, and said, I will pay this portion.
Yes,
You told them up front, it's not going to work that way this time.
that is correct.
All right. So let's talk about horseback riding. All 3 of you went horseback riding.
yes.
Yes,
You paid for that.
yes, to cover.
And did you
for-
pay cash, credit card, what?
I used my credit card. I have my credit card bill right here.
Oh, you have. Let me see that. Now, why did you pay for their horseback riding if everyone's going equally in?
I paid for the horseback riding to cover up for the costs that I was using at the hotel because I told them I only wanted to use the part that I partook in, like the food and the extra amenities.
So
of the
were you
hotel.
offsetting the fact that you had incurred some expenses in other places?
Yes, that's why I was
Now, see, that
covered.
makes sense to me because I'm looking at the horseback riding, $215. So the 3 of you were able to do this horseback riding for that amount. Yes?
Yes,
All right. You have something else highlighted here. Bistro, 3 courses for 3 people.
that is correct.
Tell me about that.
We ate dinner twice off of the resort, and I paid for that with my credit card.
Because everything else at the resort, was it all inclusive or was it?
It's billed to the room.
It was just billed to the room.
So, all
So
the
anything you went
dinners-
off-site, you had to
It's
pay extra.
extra.
Now, when she was paying for that, wait, you have another one, Surf and Turf Ranch.
It's
What's
dinner.
that?
It's dinner.
That's another dinner that I paid
So
for.
these were 2 different dinners.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so based on that, what's that? $325. So she spent $540
Extra.
extra, right?
That, I mean,
We
that.
never agreed upon. We never, I didn't ask
Yes,
her.
I told you. you
Okay,
think I
Oh,
was
wait, in
saying
the
to do
past
that?
when you've gone off-site or when you've gone horseback
don't.
riding, you had never done all that before.
No, unless, we'll agree upon it beforehand to do it, but,
And then when you
she
did,
brought this
and
up.
when you all would do things off-site, how would you pay for it?
We agreed to split it 3 ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to come to an agreement before we do things, so that way we don't have mix-ups like this. Because she's saying that, she's paying for the horseback riding to cover, other things when she didn't let me know all of this, and I'm the event coordinator of all of this. She didn't. She says that she told me, but she
did
didn't
tell
tell
me.
me.
So wait,
I didn't.
so when
I
you-
didn't hear it.
So did you pay for the room?
I paid for my part of the room. That was
Okay,
divided
so let's
into
go.
3.
Let's go through these items. So there was a room. You all stayed in the same room.
Yes.
Was
But
it like-
originally, it was supposed to be my own room, but because the room only has 2 beds, and because both of them decided to each take a bed, I had to sleep on a pullout, which was so uncomfortable.
You still had a
You-
bed.
you
You still
knew
had a
that
bed.
going
You
on.
got on the floor.
Wait, Miss Plimpton.
When America's Court returns,
Dina was getting more attention and more action than
Jealous
she
of
was.
what?
Wait.
Of Beach Blonde? I'm not jealous of her.
Stop.
Wait,
stop.
don't snap on the blonde.
and later,
When I said you need to pay me, here's the sales receipt, he basically blew me off, talked to the hand style, and said, you need to go home and drink your smoothie.
closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Dina Plimpton, who is suing Suzanne Carlton for the cost of vacation expenses.
What would make you all think that she's treating you for horseback riding and 2 dinners? That doesn't
Exactly.
make sense.
Exactly.
Because she
I don't
did
need
not.
an amen corner. I got this.
So she did not specify that this was something supposed to be divvied up.
You've been friends for 10 years.
She should have that communication, right?
You've been friends for 10 years. She's telling you, I've had financial constraints. I'm not able to get my own room. I would like to. Who wants to go down to the Caribbean? How long were you there for?
A week.
Who wants to sleep on a rollaway bed for a week, and you're supposed to be down there relaxing and enjoying yourself, and you're saying, well, because she couldn't afford it, but yet she pays for all of this. Something in the milk is not clean.
Well, I offered, I didn't care, to sleep on the bed, but she decided she wanted to go to the bar first, go have fun, meet some guys, and honestly, I think she
You
was just more
guys did it
jealous
too.
that Dina was getting more attention and more action than
Jealous
she
of
was.
Wait.
what? Of
Stop.
Beach Blonde? I'm not
Stop.
jealous of her.
Stop.
Wait,
stop.
don't snap on the blonde.
Okay, hey.
Don't snap on the blonde.
Eyes on Judge.
All right.
And you guys are friends?
Yeah, we were friends. We were friends. Since you want to change up plans and stuff
Well, this
behind my
friendship
back,
is
and then
over.
want to take. Oh, okay, we'll see.
So she paid for her portion of the room.
The room only.
Okay.
The room only.
The on-site bills. Obviously, there was alcohol involved.
Lots.
Okay. I get it. She didn't pay for any of that.
No.
What else did she not pay for?
all of us participated in the meals, the drinking by the pool, the massages,
Stop.
the snorkeling, all of that.
We didn't talk about the massage. We didn't talk about snorkeling. There's a lot going on. You guys were doing
I'm
it
telling you,
big,
we were on vacation, so we were having a good
All right,
time.
so we've got the room. We've got drinks. We've got food. We've got snorkeling.
Massages.
And
I
we've
only
got
had 30 minute
You're not
massages?
talking.
You still got one.
Hey, I'm going
Okay.
to dismiss the case and we're going to be done.
Sorry.
I let you all do this for a minute or two. It stops now.
Okay.
Room, drinks, food, snorkeling, massage. Yes.
For the most part, yes.
Right. Do you have any evidence
Sailing.
about what the total bill was?
Okay, yes, I do.
Let me see
Have
that.
this. And it has like all the shares on there too. Like $8.90 each.
Wow. You guys ended up close to $3,000 here, huh? All right. So you're saying if each of you paid $890, that would cover the remaining expenses.
Yes.
Okay, and so Miss Carlton, what you're saying is if you take into account the horseback riding, the 2 dinners, which you also participated in at $540, that would be $180 a person, which means that the 2 of them would owe you $360. So if I look at that total of $890, and you were also participating in the drinking and all the debauchery that was going on in the Caribbean, then ultimately what we have here is you owe them some money. So all I have to do is really look at this and see what's equitable. I can do that. What's unfortunate is that this relationship that you all have had for 10 years, that it's come down to this. And that is something that disturbs me more so than, because we're only talking about dollars here. So before I make a ruling, do you all want to maybe go outside for a minute and figure out how you want to work it out in terms of the money?
I'm willing to think about it if Dina and Kendra are.
Wanna think about it?
Ladies, what say you?
Yeah, we'll think about it. We'll think about it.
All right, we'll be in recess.
Remain seated and come to order. This court is back in session. Remain seated and come to order.
All right, ladies. Like I said, I was prepared to make a ruling, but I'm hoping that you all see the value of having the relationship. Have you done that?
Yes, we have. We decided that we're just going to take the $300 and, keep the friendship, keep the vacation going, but just under new rules.
Then we'll be friends forever.
Or at least today.
For now.
At least today, yeah. For now.
All right, based on that, the case is dismissed. Case closed.
All right.
Judge Ross has dismissed the case. The litigants have settled out of court.
I am happy with the ruling. It's fair to pay the $300 because I was not paying $890, and I'm also glad we got to save the friendship. So they can have the $300 and we can still be friends.
I'm sorry I had to bring my friend to court, but at least I got $300 and saved the friendship.
And coming up,
When I said you need to pay me, here's the sales receipt, he basically blew me off, talked to the hand style, and said, you need to go home and drink your smoothie.
closed captioning provided by This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Dana Peterson is suing former boss Morgan Lathan in the amount of $115 for the court costs plus the price of 20 smoothie drinks she says he stuck her with while she worked for him as an assistant.
Dana Peterson, you're suing Morgan Lathan for $115 over some smoothies
Yes.
and court costs. What's going on here?
Well, Your Honor, I am a recent graduate with a fashion and merchandising degree, and I moved out to LA to get into the industry.
And so what made you decide to connect with Mr. Lathan?
Well, I saw his ad, and he was a very high-end celebrity fashion stylist.
Is that true, sir?
Absolutely.
All
Only
right.
A-list. Red carpet events, only the top.
All right, and you were looking for an assistant.
I go through assistants like that because it's so hard to find someone good these days that can do
Why is, it
anything
so,
correctly.
why is it so hard?
In everything I do, it's so important that every detail is exact.
Right.
And if they can't do simple tasks and follow the details for those simple tasks, I can't trust them when it comes to live red carpet events.
More
It's
like
my
if they can't put up with your
I'm talking,
rudeness.
thank you. Fact of the matter is, just being here today is absurd. $115, I make that putting my socks on in the morning. I've already lost $115 since I've been here.
Well then, okay, so why didn't you put your socks on, write a check, and be done?
I'm here because of principle. You think I'm here over $40?
All right, and the principle is what?
I gave her a task, and she can't think on her own. She can't take any initiative. And when you can't handle a simple task, which in this case was going and getting some smoothies, how can I trust her when I'm dealing with A-list celebrities that if those things don't go well, it's my reputation, it's my income, it's my livelihood.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
I gave her $20 to go to the store and pick up 20 smoothies. It was $1 smoothie day.
Where are you going and getting a smoothie for $1? And why don't I know about this place?
Closed captioning provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. We're back with the case of Dana Peterson, who is suing former boss Morgan Lathan for court fees plus the cost of smoothie drinks.
So what was the order? What was the request? What was she supposed to do?
I gave her $20 to go to the store and pick up 20 smoothies. It was $20 for 20 smoothies. It was $1 smoothie day.
Oh, okay, because I was like, where are you going and getting a smoothie for $1? We're there. And why don't I know about this place? So they have $1 smoothie days?
Yes.
All day or just certain hours? Or?
Certain hours.
Okay. Now, did you understand that that was the assignment, to go get these 20 smoothies for $20?
Yes, I did.
Did you get the smoothies?
Yes, I did.
All right. So then why are you suing him for smoothies?
Well, I was given $20 for 20 smoothies.
Right.
But what he didn't tell me was that the $1 smoothie special only lasted until 4. By the time I got there, it was 10 minutes after 4, and they weren't able to give me the $1 deal anymore.
Okay.
Instead, it was $3 a smoothie, and I had to pay $40 out of pocket to get his smoothie request filled.
Okay. Why are we here?
When I said, you need to pay me, here's the sales receipt, he basically blew me off, talked to the hand style, and said, not only are you being unreasonable right now, you need to go home and drink your smoothie.
Okay.
So he just sent me home, and I was thinking, you know, this is the end of it. I'll go to work tomorrow, and everything will work itself out somehow. And then he calls me later that night and says, you're no longer needed.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. Promotional consideration provided by. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, no. I mean, basically, I think this was a lesson that you needed to learn. Because ultimately, even in the situation with the smoothies, you could have said, I'm going to pay you before 4 o'clock. Here's my $20.
They wouldn't let me.
So then sue them. Don't sue the person that's giving you a shot. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So the best thing that I can do for you is to say this. Your matter is dismissed. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
It wasn't just about the smoothies. He's such a jerk to people, and you don't need to treat people like the scum of the earth to make it in any industry.
The fact that we're even here today is ridiculous. The only reason I came here was on principle alone.
Follow America's Court on Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.